Hello there, and welcome back to Pallegney. It's a beautiful sunny May morning here, and you can hear the birds tweeting in the background. And let's see what we have to do today. So we don't have much to do in the way of our own fields. They're chugging along nicely, just really waiting for them to be ready to harvest. I believe they'll be ready in August and September time. We could do a little bit of maintenance around the yard. By maintenance I mean just moving the eggs and the bread to our little warehouse in front of us here. And then we can take a look at which contracts we can do, if any. In fact, let's take a look at the contracts first. So here, because of our lack of reputation with the other farmers right now, we're not able to do any of these baling contracts, unfortunately. We don't have a cultivator to do cultivating, so the only real option we have is some fertilizing for this field here. So I think we'll take that. Let's see how many jobs we've done. We haven't done any jobs for Quentin just yet, but we may as well start building up our reputation with him. So we will take that contract. But first, let's grab our forklift and let's do some yard work here. Jump in our little Manitou, fire it up, and I'm going to head over to the bakery. I will move the bread into storage, and then I'll head over to the chicken coop and do the same with the eggs. It's I do like the extra challenge of not being able to borrow other farmers' equipment until you've built up some kind of reputation. It does stop you just grabbing a big baling contract for one of the large fields and making a ton of money, so it is a lot more realistic in that way. However, it can leave us a little empty and devoid of things to do early on in the game. This mod that I've downloaded, is it worth using, or would you rather I had access to just use the other equipment just so I can kind of make progress in the game? Let me know in the comments. I am intending on buying another field at some point this year. We will see exactly when, probably around harvest time. In fact, what we can do, we only sold, when did we sell the bread? I think we sold it back in January, didn't we? I was going to say, if we only sold it last month, we could check the price of bread and potentially sell it, but it's going to be way down from its January high price, so I'm just going to keep it for its next high price. We'll leave it in storage here. Definitely building up a decent amount. Should have a pretty good haul to sell once January comes around again. I'm also interested to see how much wheat I end up harvesting from field 13, just across there. We do need quite a bit of wheat to supply our flour mill and our chickens, so definitely interested to see how much we get, because we may need to plant wheat in a second field. That's something we'll just have to keep an eye on when we do the harvest and make a decision when that time comes around. Okay, so just grabbing the last 2 pallets of bread. Get these in storage. And let's go take care of the eggs quickly. Okay, get these in storage, and then we will see how much fertilizer we have left. I'm not sure if we'll need to buy some more to complete that contract. I think we bought a couple of bags of it before we fertilized the fields back in the winter, didn't we? So we should be okay for extra fertilizer, but we will check. Alright. Park our little Manitou in its little space over here. And we'll open our vehicle shed. And let's take a look to see where this field is. Field number 99. And where is it? Field 99. It's just over here. So it's just past Farm Cheeses on the right and just down there. Okay, so it's not a huge field. Let's grab our fertilizer and tractor and we can head over there. Okay, so here's Farm Cheeses on the right, and it looks like I'm going down this little track here to get to field 99. One of the built-in farms is just through there, and I decided that I didn't want to use that and I wanted to choose my own road for this playthrough. Okay, let's see what kind of working width we'll go with. I think we'll go with 30 meters for this. I'm not sure if that's reasonable or not. And I'll position myself kind of in the center here, back myself up, and let's take care of this field. It should be a fairly quick job. Probably not even worth doing a time lapse, because I think with this one pass I should be able to cover pretty much all of it. There we go. It's field 99 finished. It's an easy little learner. Let's go back to our contracts. And quick €1,000 there. We'll take it. I don't think we've got any new contracts in. No, nothing. So I think what I'll do while I'm halfway to the vehicle store. Oh, I've driven into this farm now. I don't know how to get out. Oh, it's through here. While I'm halfway to the vehicle store, I will head over there and I will top up the fertilizer. Isn't it usually the tractors that hold up other cars? That's my experience anyway, in real life. Never the cars holding up the tractors. Okay, we're back at our farm. So we'll park our spreader away. And we'll just move out of our vehicle shed, switch off the engine and close our vehicle shed down, and see you in June. Okay, so we are in June. Let's check on our animals. I haven't had any more chickens, which is great. Didn't want them to have more chickens. They are running low on food though. So before we check contracts, let's jump over our fence. Let's feed them some more chicken feed. Oh, I need to pull it out of storage. Big bag of wheat, 4 of those. Yep, perfect. Oh, of course it's facing that way, isn't it? Can I grab 2 of them at once here? Looks like I can. So, next question is, can I swing around and grab the other 2 with the other fork? Or is that going to be too much to carry for our little Manitou? Let's see. We'll get it lined up first. Am I going to be labelled a master of forklift driving or a master of being an idiot? Let's see. Now a little more. Where are we? There we go. In there, in 1. And we're going to get the second one in there. No. Not quite. One more try. No. 3 it is. That's okay. We'll come back and get the other one in a second. I could quite happily sit there all day just to prove to myself that it's possible, but it's not very entertaining for anyone watching. I felt like I was pretty close to the marker there. There we go, now I can hear them being drained. Okay. Let's quickly drive back over and pick up the other bag. I don't think we're going to need to buy any more because it's either July or August that we're able to harvest our own wheat. And I think what we'll do this time is we'll make sure we have enough to last the chickens, because 1,400 euros just for a bag of this is a little excessive. And we don't need to spoil them with organic chicken feed. Otherwise, before you know it, they'll be requesting manicures, pedicures, and annual trips to the local chicken spa. Anyway, okay, while that's emptying, let's switch off the interactive zone markers. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at our chickens. So they have 4,500 litres. That's going to last them, I mean, not that long really. It's going to last them 3,000. 3,400 is 2 months. That lasts them all of June, all of July. And then let's quickly check our harvest map to see when our Wheat is going to be ready. When did we plant the wheat? I think we planted it in September, so it should be ready next month. When's our mustard going to be ready? Next month as well, hopefully. Let's take a look at our map. Now, mustard, I think that is the last growth phase there. And this one looks like it's got a couple of months left. So our mustard here looks like it's the last growth phase. Although maybe it's not. No, there's one darker growth phase here. So we might have a couple of months left on that still. Okay. Let's park our forklift back in his little space. And we will see what contracts we have this month. Okay, so all those baling contracts, which we can't do. Well, I think we're going to be doing this fertilizing contract. How many jobs have we completed for him? We completed one for Noah, so we'll build up our reputation a little more. Field number 31. Where is field number 31? It's just down there next to field 99 that we completed last month. So let's jump in our tractor and we'll head over to field 31. I'm also going to be looking at hopefully having enough money to repair our tractor at some point. It was, last time I checked, it was about 10,000 euros to get a full repair done. Just thinking about next month, July, we do have some soybeans to sell, and I believe the best month for soybeans is July. And if it's usually July, sometimes the price peaks a little early. So once we've fertilized this field over here, we can check to see if we can sell our soybeans this month. So that'll be a nice little earner. Okay, so I believe this is field number 31. Get out of the way, tree. So big and cumbersome. We're finished on field 31 here, so let's move off the field. We'll get ourselves back to the road before we before we collect our winnings. That way we won't get punished for driving on the field. There we go. Back there. Okay, so let's go down here, collect our winnings. Another 2442 in our bank account. Let's take a look at these soybeans. So top price in July of 2226. We could now take them to Soufflé Agriculture for 2152. Maybe I could wait until a little bit later in the day. That's what I'll do. We'll get back to our farm and we'll advance time through until about 3 o'clock and we'll see how much soybeans are going for then. Maybe we can sell them this month and repair our tractor. Let's skip the time to around 3 p.m. and let's take a look at the price of our soybeans. So there we go, 2243. We take it over to the dairy over here. And where is the dairy? Okay, let's head over to the dairy and get our trailer out. And that's kind of in the direction of the vehicle workshop, so we can get our tractor repaired with our soybean winnings. Let's fill up our soybeans. $12,000 litres, so that's going to be 23, so about 30,000 euros there, which is a perfect little cash injection. Oh wow, look at our mustard seeds. Or mustard seeds, our mustard plants. Let's go take a quick look at them. They smell good. I actually don't know what mustard smells like. I'm imagining the smell of strong English mustard, but maybe the flowers or the plants don't smell like that. I actually really don't know. So what's the quickest way over to the dairy from where we are? It's going to be through the town, past the vehicle store, and then taking a left over there. Let's go. Okay, here we are, arriving at the dairy. Now let's see. I think our drop-off point is over there. So now let's drop it off over here. Saying I can unload it pretty much anywhere here, but let's do the realism thing and dump it over here. Okay, so 27,388 from the harvest and 2,000 euro environmental score reward. Very nice. Almost 30,000 there. Wait for this car to come past. I've been having a thought on the way over here. I'm going to repair the tractor, but what I'm thinking I might do is actually selling this giant tractor and getting something a little smaller. I just feel this is a little overpowered for what we need right now. I know there's a vehicle repair store in here actually, so let's dive in here and let's take a look. And it's a Peugeot store. Not sure how I feel about having my tractor repaired here. I might go up to the other vehicle store. At least they specialise in tractors. Let's see. I think you can have the tractor repaired here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, you can. It's just over here. So how much is it going to cost? It's going to cost us 13,000 to have it repaired. Now, if we were to sell the tractor, how much would we get? 80,000 in its current state. if we were to have it repaired, 13,000 down. Now how much can I sell it for? I know obviously I can spend a ton of money repainting it at the other store, but I don't want to get the full price for it. I feel like that would be slightly cheating considering I got it at such a great discount. So I'm not going to do that. Now sell it for 93. Yeah, it's not worth selling, so I will keep it. But at least we have it fully repaired now. And I wonder how long this repair will last. It only has 20 hours of use time on it, so it's still fairly new in terms of use. There's a mod I was looking at in the store called Advanced Maintenance, where if your tractor maintenance level gets below 50%, it randomly shuts off and you have to restart it again. It doesn't really serve anything more than a minor annoyance, but as it gets closer, as the maintenance level gets closer to 0, the shutoffs happen more frequently. And then if I remember from reading correctly, if the level gets to 0 and you have to tow your vehicle to the store, it won't start at all. I wonder if I should download that mod. Maybe in a future game I will download that as well, just to add yet another layer of realism. And just as we talk about realism, those people magically drop out of the sky and start walking across the pedestrian crossing. Can't get more real than that. One quick check of contracts, because I do believe they refresh every few hours. So, wow, so many baling contracts. Oh, a few fertilizing contracts have popped up. Maybe we could do some of these. Field 29, that would be a nice little earner for us. Okay, let's park this away. I do want to build up my reputation with the farmers and also make as much money as I possibly can towards my next field. And as we don't really have anything left to do this month, maybe I will do another fertilizing contract. Let's take a look. What do we have? 26, 29 and 30. Where are said fields? So 29 is this massive field here. 30 is the one next to it. And then 26 is this one here. So I do 26 and 30. Maybe I should do 29 too. We can always buy more fertilizer. I think these are going to be worth doing. It'll be a nice 20 or so thousand euros. Yeah. Building up our reputation with these farmers as well. I think I'm going to take all of these, seeing that they're next to each other, and I'll go over there and take care of them. close to being done with this field. Question is, are we going to complete it with our 130 litres or so of fertiliser that we have left? 94%. Can we make that final 6%? It's going to be very tight. There we go. We have finished all 3 of those fields, so this is going to be a nice little earner for us. Let's get ourselves off the fields. So we've got 5,000, 14,000 and 4,000. We've got almost 50,000 euros now, which is pretty good. Okay, so I am going to go over to the vehicle store and top up our fertilizer because we've used pretty much all of the 2 extra bags we bought. And I will see you back at the farm where we will purchase another field. Field number 10 here for 47,000. Wow, if I'd not bought the fertilizer, I could have purchased this field with the money we had from those 3 fertilizing jobs. What does this have in it? It has... it's sorghum. This might be a nice little field to purchase. Maybe we could sell one of our pallets of bread or eggs. How much do we need? So we've got 43 and it's 47, so we need 4,300. How much eggs selling for? Where are the eggs? Here they are, 2,300. I think I might do that. If I sell 2 pallets of eggs, and then I can purchase that field, and we have a nice field of sorghum and a nice extra field. I think that's a really good idea. And what we'll do with this field, I know it's a little boring in terms of crop, but we'll put wheat in there. And then these 2 fields can be our wheat for our chickens and our bread production. The sorghum can also be used for bread production. I think this sounds like a really good idea. So let's do that. Okay, so before we go back to the farm, let's just quickly jump into the map. I'll turn off the zone markers again. And let's pick up this field. We've got sorghum in it that probably needs another couple of months, so really I could wait, but the reason I'm going to buy it now is because if we go into the farmland menu, you can see, because of dynamic field pricing, another mod I've downloaded. I'm not sure if I've already described that to you in this series, but you can see it's actually 14% below its fair value. So if I waited until it's ready to harvest, it may well increase in price. So I'm going to purchase it now, and there we have our 3rd field. Excellent. Okay, let's leave this episode there. As always, thank you for watching. Appreciate you if you have watched the whole series so far, and I do hope you'll come back for future episodes. See you next time.